Welcome to Gainesville, Florida, and the swamp, where, as they like to say here, only the Gators come out alive. This place is cranked up and ready for a big game today. Today, it's a top 25 matchup. Two teams off to good starts, hoping to build on that and test themselves against another ranked team. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the second-ranked team, the Florida Gators. WK Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Sooners will kick this away to get us going. And here's the return from inside the 5. Football is coughed up by the returner deep inside their own 20.
That is an incredible. By this kickoff coverage team, you don't see many turnovers on kickoffs, but they just gifted their offense with a bonus possession.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Quarterback still with the football. Will make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Chris, you talk about an unbelievable way to start this game off. First play of the game, and we got a touchdown.
And it's 7-0 after the PAT.
That makes the score Oklahoma 7, Florida 0.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Moffitt. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. So the Gators offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. And here we go, Kirk. This matchup on the edge that's going to go a long way to deciding this game. An elite wide receiver and a guy who doesn't believe anybody can beat him.
This is going to be like a boxing match where it's an all-out... Extremely gifted athletes competing on every snap. Better get your popcorn ready.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. The shotgun handoff here. Tackle made, but it moves the ball to the 25 as they try to get this drive going. The Gators hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
Well, Chris, you think about over the years with the Gators and their offense, it's always about Steve Spurrier and spreading it out with fun and gun and attacking downfield. I think these great Gator teams, they have an ability to do what we just saw right here. Pick up a first down on the ground, relying on an offensive line and their running back.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Fights off a defender. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. The Gators lining up here on 1st and 10. And the quarterback keeps it here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
And it's a nice job by this defense. They saw option. They actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You could tell they worked hard on that in practice.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. And he steps out of bounds just short of the end zone.
Boy, huge play by this offense. A good throw, nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And we're able to get him down.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks. But not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up.
He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators. Well, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Now they get set to kick it away. He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. And now the handoff. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10?
Chris, Oklahoma has had their run of quarterbacks and receivers in recent years, and we know they can throw the football. But anybody goes back to Barry Switzer and Bud Wilkinson, you know that Oklahoma is all about their ability to have a running game. Beautiful play right there, and I know the Sooner fans are proud of that one.
They'll give it to the back. Breaks loose at the 40. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. From the shotgun, handoff inside.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
Tackle made after the completion. And the Sooners looking to run some tempo here. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a 3rd down play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Gets rid of it on the move. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down. The Sooners will have to punt this one away. He's on to boot it away now. And he boots it out of bounds. Not very long. That punt sails out of bounds. Return this time. The Gators offense retakes the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Receiver makes the grab. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. Offense right to the line, playing the tempo now. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Third down after that running play. Crosses the 45. It's a solid game to pick up the first down and what'll be likely the final play of this first quarter. We are deadlocked at the end of a fun, competitive first quarter. Let's check out the stats so far. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Finds his man. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain. And the Gators are moving quickly down the field.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, that's what we call assignment football by the defense. They took away the back inside, and there's a perfect play to be able to stop an athletic quarterback on the option.
The quarterback's got it on the option. Powering through. Good pitching. Finally brought down, but the option produces a big gain that time. That's great execution. The Gators hoping to punch it in here. They have first and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line. These are tough yards to come by. Positive yards. Good push inside there by that offensive line.
Another handoff to him on second and goal. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Florida.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
PAT puts him in front by 7. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. They came up empty in the last possession, forced to punt it away. And they begin to click now. Ball handed off. Breaking free at the 35. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle. The Sooners will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. The freshman's able to get home with a sack.
Well, good job here getting into the backfield and coming up with this sack here by the defensive line from the Florida Gators. And, Chris, you think about Florida, you think about defensive linemen, you think about an incredible history and legacy that they've had over the years. Start with Javon Curse, the freak, what he was able to do, and Kevin Carter, all the sacks he came up with.
Going for a big play downfield. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
Running back grabs it on a screen. The first down pickup tackled at the 45. And the Sooners come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
First down here for this offense. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And it's the senior getting home with the sack. They'll have to hurry now. Second down with the clock ticking. And he drops back in the gun. He'll throw it now. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. Split backfield here. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Fighting off the defender. He stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now. The Sooners will send their punt team onto the field. They're going to kick it away for the second time. Kicked it too far. It lands in the end zone for a touchback. The Florida offense retakes the field. In that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, setting the edge, a lot of times you'll rely on that offensive tackle to do the job at the line of scrimmage. Sometimes it's a tight end or maybe the H-back. But someone has got to set the edge of the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to go. If you're not able to do that...
And the junior able to get home with the sack. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all in the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. And he lofts it toward the sideline. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down. The Gators will bring their punt team onto the field. He boots it away from inside his own end zone. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And the quarterback finds an open target on the crossing route. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Perfect timing here by this quarterback. Great read, puts the ball where his man can make a play on it, and they're an extra point away from tying this game up.
And the PAT is good. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will stop. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out, and they put something together in this drive. Just about 20 seconds remaining here in the half as they'll line up on 1st and 10. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Crossing the 35. That picks up a first down. They'll spot it at the 39. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
The game moves the ball to the 39. It'll be first down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Bringing pressure. Slides to avoid the big hit. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left, perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. First down, looking to throw the football. And he'll just lob this pass into the middle of the field. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators.
Boy, we see more and more of this in college football. You have to get the right guy in that slot that can win the one-on-one matchups. You take some chances. Here they got the matchup that they wanted and hit it for the touchdown.
set up for the point after. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. He'll bring it out from his end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team.
And the Oklahoma offense will take over 1st and 10.
So it's first down, but they'll just take a knee and head to halftime. Looks like the offense content to run the clock out here and go to halftime. Talk about the second half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Gators will kick this away to begin the second half. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start with the 25. The Oklahoma offense is back on the field. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. First play of the second half is a handoff. They tackle him. Solid game.
What are you doing? Bro.
The Sooners will hustle to the line here to run the hurry-up. Here comes a first down pass attempt. The wide receiver's got it on a shovel pass. It's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down. Here comes the up-tempo offense.
But when they're throwing the football like this, it is really hard to defend this offense because of the timing of the quarterback with his wide receivers. Another good example of it there for the first down. Makes me harken back to guys like Sam Bradford and Jason White, their Heisman campaigns and the accuracy that they threw the football with. Great example of that right here by this OU quarterback.
Quarterback keeps the football. Running through the tackle. And they'll force him out of bounds after a short run. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. It's their first timeout. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on third and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Trying to get the throw off. Able to throw it away. He felt the heavy pressure, took a hit, but got rid of the football. And the Sooners will have to kick it away. So on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. Ball lands right at the 1-yard line and bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The Gators offense retakes the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Using his legs, it's Moreno. They'll tackle him right at the 25.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Moves the ball out across the 30, and it's good for a first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
The receiver makes the catch. And he's brought down, but it's a first down spotted near the 41.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
Here comes the handoff. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fix, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Looking to pass here on second down. Quick completion to the tight end. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42.
You stupid bitch. I'm looking at it. Why did you press it?
Big takeaway. Now looking for a big return. At the 10. And he's going to score on the pick 6. Touchdown, Oklahoma. That is a game-changing play by this defense.
Well, game-changing. The momentum now is on their side. They've got confidence that they can finish this game off and get a win. If they do, we're going to remember this play right here.
Extra point splits the uprights. Bringing it out, it's Moffitt. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Florida offense retakes the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
Chris, I always talk about this. You can always gauge a team's toughness as a group by how willing they are to tackle with their corners. Here, the corner shows you he's not just...
And he's going to float this one to the right side. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, Florida. Will take the lead in the second half. Well, a touchdown to a wide open man. What in the world was going on the defensive side of that one?
What was the defense thinking here? You can't let a player roam free like that. They just completely forgot about him and gifted him a touchdown.
Automatic on the PAT. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. And they come up with something here. From the shotgun, it's a handoff.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. The Sooners will come to the line to run the hurry-up. Defense spends their second timeout to try to regroup. So ball at the 30. This is a manageable 3rd down play for the offense. Running back with the football. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. The Sooners will send the punt team onto the field. Running it back, it's Moffitt. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Now the first play of the drive, they'll begin at the 38. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quick pass, here comes a jet sweep. Nice run, he's brought down at the 44. Florida has the lead, Kirk, as we break for the quarter. We've reached the end of 3. Time is running out to cut into the lead. Let's take a look at the game sets before we move on. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Good call here by the offense to be able to pick up this first down. And, Chris, it makes you wonder, with under 3 minutes to go in this game and trailing, the defense sitting back in their base. I thought they might be in a little bit more of an aggressive mindset, turning the blitz loose, trying to create some plays to get the football back.
They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
On the run, it's Moreno. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Here we go now, a crucial play for both sides. They'll set up at 3rd and 4. And now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there. Wanting to make an adjustment before this critical down. One of those critical 3rd down plays coming up. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Boy, Chris, what a hit there on that 3rd down play by the defensive back. If he doesn't make that play, that's probably a 1st down, and they move the sticks. Instead, we've now got 4th down.
4th down, looking to throw for it. And the pass is incomplete. A crucial misfire here late in the game, and the ball will turn over on downs. 1st down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. The pass is caught. They bring it down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength. And we've reached now the 2-minute warning. Sets up as a dramatic finish as this offense tries to grab the lead late here. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Oh, and he dropped it. Very uncharacteristic play by this wide receiver. 2nd down.
Well, that's everything you want to see from an offense. Great execution. The line gave the quarterback time. Quarterback makes a great read, throws it to his guy. The receiver drops it. Now he's going to have to shake that off and get ready to make that next play.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Tipped and then drops. A chance to make a play, but instead it's 3rd down.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
Fires it to the wideout. He pulls it in for a big gain. And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management's going to be very important here in the final minutes.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Goes down after making the grab. That's not going to be enough for a 1st down. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the 2nd half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Florida offense is back out on the field now. They have the lead, still a 1-possession game thanks to the defense. They'd love to work the clock, but they can't throttle back here. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Game makes it 2nd and medium. And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. So a very makeable third down with the offense with a 29. Try and muscle for the first down. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50.
Hey, Bud, this is the result of what happens when you're able to run the football throughout the game. They're kind of like body blows. And eventually in the fourth quarter, it pays off. That's his longest run of the entire day, and a big part of the reason this team is enjoying the lead is the execution of this offense here in the fourth quarter.
They stop him, but it's a first down.
Boy, just a great play by the running back here, just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. Well, a really entertaining game. Kirk came right down to the end. They made the clutch plays, and that made the difference.
Well, we knew these teams were fairly evenly matched, and you really saw them go back and forth, trade blow for blow. Excellent team win by these guys, doing what they had to do in the final quarter to come out on top.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.